Come on. Well, you know what I mean? Don't do that. That's what makes it.
How much you charge for that? Well, they send you the sneakers and I charge them $400. I stay busy with everything.
So we got to work together to make it great. So I got to listen. It's go time. I hope it's go time for you. Membership or something for me to get in there?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. This is what we doing this morning.
Come on in, y'all. Oh, we jamming. We taking it nice and slow this morning, bro. I see. Rest in peace, Tag.
Yeah.
Make my drink strong. Give me a double shot on the rocks, straight Patron.
We here this morning. When you been talking between 1 and 10. When you been talking between 1 and 10, we here live on the morning show. We back every Saturday, 10 a.m. Let's go. Share this right now. Let's go.
And wall to wall. Oh, with some stallions in there. Lord, and I want them all. I see Shawty right there, dancing all alone. I say, excuse me, miss, you mind if I dance along? She said, dynamite, boy, you got it going on. And I've been waiting for Mr. Right to come and take me home. And I told her, easy, take it slow. The ride is much smoother in cruise control.
Yeah, we jamming this morning, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in. Hey.
Yeah.
Baby, slow you roll. Yeah, the journey is sweet.
Yeah.
In cruise control.
Cruise control.
Yeah, you know me. I don't know you, and I ain't never
Hey,
seen
this is
you.
Johnny
and I
Cruz,
really
y'all.
do, and I got a
Arkansas.
strong feeling trying to take a ride. Take a deep breath first, it's a purple haze. Dang, wind that track, run that back. It's Mr. Dynamite putting it down like that. In the big body lat, you can scratch out flat. Now hit the button on the side, gotta lean on back. Said I like it in cruise control. Slow mo, baby, that's just how I roll. Drop
Again,
top
this is
down
the
so my
morning
high
show
can roll.
with
Now put the fire to the
the
split
Jokers
galley.
are here every Saturday at 10 a.m., y'all.
Take it slow. The ride is much smoother when you're in cruise control. Pump your brakes,
Pump your brakes.
baby, slow you roll.
Yeah, good morning. Share this right now. Let's go. Yeah, make sure you share to YouTube and subscribe right now. Let's go.
Hey, baby.
Take it slow.
Come on, be easy. Take it slow, y'all.
Yeah.
The ride is much smoother.
In cruise control.
In cruise control, Johnny said.
Pump your brakes.
Pump your brakes.
Yeah. Let's go.
control.
That's right. Yeah, it's your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC, live and direct here on the Morning Show Podcast, Saturday edition. With my sis in the building. No, Vet Green the Queen. Where you at in your mental health between 1 and 10?
I'm coming in at a strong 10 this morning. Y'all, I'm coming in at a strong 10 this morning. We do want to send our condolences over to the Taggart family, to Weedy and Jennifer and Tag. I've always known him as Tag, Mr. Tag. Yeah. He was the first black cop. Yeah. There were only two black cops as I was growing up. It was him and O'Connor. So definitely a staple in my community growing up in Lackawanna, New York. You didn't see much representation, but what Tag did for me was say, okay, black people like me can be on the police squad. So rest in peace to Mr. Tag. He definitely left a legacy. If any of you know who Weedy the God is, Tag was Weedy's grandfather. So yes. Definitely wanted to just acknowledge the role, because I look at Tag as history. Tag allowed all the other cops, like right now Marlon is on the police force. He's another black officer. He allowed other black officers to be on the police squad. At least that's my understanding of it. So wanted to just send my sincere condolences out to the family. That's legacy building right there. That's legacy. I can't even imagine what he had to go through to become what he did on the Lackawanna police force, because it's still, even today, y'all, it does not represent the face of Lackawanna. At least that's my feeling. It does, because we need a woman officer. We need a black woman on the Lackawanna police force. We do. We need a black woman on the police force. I'm tired of seeing all the faces. That does not adequately represent what Lackawanna looks like. So I wanted to just, provide our condolences there. But other than that, I'm at a 10, bro. I'm definitely at a 10 this morning. Yeah,
I'm at a 10 on my mental health also. You know what I'm saying? Doing what it's doing, man. Rough week for me. Rough week. Just rough week on the life and point. You know what I mean? This life is just, really, on the JO. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do on that end. You know what I'm saying? And keep the mental health on the level where it need to be at. You understand me? Because it can definitely be a roller coaster ride. You know what I'm saying? And make it do what it do. How was your week though? I know you've been grinding. I was seeing the content, but besides that, how was your week though?
It wasn't, it wasn't bad. I'm glad I'm getting my doctor's appointments out the way and all of that. It was interesting. I had a conversation with one of the doctors on my team, and she was just checking in to see how I was doing and everything. And she said to me, this weather, because I talked about it the other day on the Vet Green show, I have a vitamin D deficiency. And believe it or not, a lot of us that live in this area, especially Western New York, if you live anywhere near the Great Lakes, more than likely you have a vitamin D deficiency. And that is one of the leading causes also for our mental health. A lot of us have been feeling, crazy. Seasonal depression is real. And she shared with me that she too, and this is my doctor. I was so happy that she was open about it. She was like, that day that I was talking to her, she was like, she was struggling that day. Yeah, she's struggling that day. This is coming from my doctor. And I'm like, well, I'm glad that me just being your patient also, it made me feel better to know that it's not just me. We are all struggling out here, bro. So your week was crazy. My week was a little as well. It wasn't, I'm continuing to push myself, but it could have been better. I'm definitely waiting. I'm looking forward to the sun, y'all. I'm looking forward to the sun.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, definitely. We wait. The weather's trying to get better. It's trying to get right. It's trying. You know what I'm saying? The weather out there is taking the bipolar medicine and everything. So you know what I'm saying?
For real. Can you share it? Can you share the medicine?
You know what I'm saying? So it's trying to get warm out there. It's supposed to get up to 50 degrees on Wednesday. So you know what I mean? Wow. So we're definitely going to enjoy that. That's like going to the beach. Stop playing with us.
Man, listen, you might have to pull out the grill. When it get 50 degrees in the Buffalo area, we pulling out the grill. Yeah, you gonna see people walking around in shorts.
Just there playing basketball at the basketball court with Timberlands on.
Facts though, we don't know how to act when it get nice outside. We so used to being in the cold, we do not know how to act when it get
Yeah.
nice outside in this area, y'all.
Yeah, man. So it's trying to act right. It's trying to act right, man. For those who tuned in, don't forget to go straight to Instagram to painted_drip to inbox free T-shirt. We're doing a drawing starting next Saturday. I know this is the first Saturday of the month of March right here. Now,
It's March
next,
1st.
yeah, yo. So we're gonna start it next week. So you can then we need some more people up in there. So if you want a free T-shirt and you want to put your name into the hat, to definitely get your name in there to get pulled out next week, next Saturday. Make sure you go right now to on Instagram only. Don't paint it_drip. Put in the inbox free T-shirt, and I will put your IG name right in the box. We're gonna draw your name up. We're gonna go ahead and give out something free. You know what I'm saying? Up on this platform because we always like to give back. We like to give back all the time. This is what we love to do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people are showing so much love, and don't forget, starting tomorrow, the new podcast.
Yes.
Yeah,
I already
brag
got a
on
submission
me
too.
podcast. You know what I'm saying? This right here is different, y'all. This right here is gonna be different. We're gonna be bragging on people. You know what I'm saying? We got two people that's gonna be bragging on tomorrow. And we're doing this show here. If you're on Instagram, you can put in even on this show, you can put in hashtag brag on me, and we will communicate with you in the comments. We're going to keep that engagement going on the YouTube side. We want to engage with you guys to see what you got going on. Also help your YouTube page when you also engage like this too. Whatever you got going on, that's already bragging on you already. When you already engaged into the comments, and on YouTube only, go to Green Links Media on YouTube and make sure you go ahead and put it in the comments. Hashtag brag on me. I want to get bragged on. I'm doing something. You know what I mean? Talk about
Mhm.
me. You know what I mean? Because it is all about you. Understand me? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna show love, man. Because me being a Nuwapian brother, the number 9 is the complete number. And
Mm.
if you add those numbers up on 2025, what did that add up to?
Mm.
9. This is the completion year. You know what I mean? So we're gonna complete this positive energy. I know things going on crazy, going on in the government and all that. We're gonna wash away all that and bring love and bring a good vibration, positive energy to people. So you can go ahead and bless somebody and somebody can bless you. We're going to keep this vibe going, every Sunday at 1 p.m., on Green Links Media platform. We're going to make it do what it do. I'm going to be bragging on my man, DJ Nick. Then I'm going to be bragging on my homegirl, my sister, Betty Houdini. We're going to give all their information in the description during the podcast. So we're going to be talking about them. We're gonna be going down that rabbit hole with them, and we're gonna go ahead and let you know so you can go ahead and see for yourself, clicking on the description and all that, and the description and all that, and you're gonna be and we gonna just show their love and all that. Because I know a lot of artists and a lot of people that's doing a lot of things, not just artists. We want to brag on you if you're a hairstylist. We want to brag on you if you're baking cookies. We want to brag on you if you write a book. We want to brag on you if you have a daycare. We want to brag on you if you just want to brag on you because you just bragging on you because you just a good person. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? This is brag season, and we think we can do what do on Brag on Me podcast. So
And we got a submission for a young woman in Buffalo that I know for a fact is doing her thing. She's a young woman. I have to send it to you. She's
yes,
a young
yes.
woman who recently had a baby, managing groups, managing her own business, man, out here doing the darn thing. I was happy when I saw that submission come through because I was thinking, but I don't want to be biased, y'all, but I ain't the one that bragged on her. Okay.
Yeah.
So when y'all see it, don't be like that being biased. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Let me tell you something. One thing about Brag on Me podcast, you can be biased.
See, okay, so
I'm saying because I'm gonna be because all the people that I'm gonna bring on the table, I'm gonna be biased because I know what they've been through. I have a relationship with them. I know what they've been through. I know everything about the people that I am. You know what I mean? Even if I don't know them on a personal level, I know them on a grind level. Like Betty Houdini, I know on a grind level. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get to meet digitally live yet, but we will be soon. Because she said she's gonna hit us up soon. She's been very busy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna brag because I went down that rabbit hole for the last past six months of what she's been doing in her podcast, her review show, all her co-hosts, all the other podcasts on her platform. Her networking a media company is similar like ours. We have a lot of different thing is going on, and she got a lot of different shows and different people at their own podcast. It reminds me of a female version of the Evening Rush Network. We need to have all different, you know what I'm saying? That's her platform. So I'm bragging to her live on here in the morning show. You know, before the podcast. So I'm definitely gonna put all her links, all her group pages on here. Y'all can go ahead and make sure y'all follow and show the love to her. She gonna show the love back, especially if you're doing something that's really positive. You got your own business. She gonna show that love back and share it. And one thing I'm gonna tell you guys: if you're in the group that you love and people is bragging on you or saying things, go down that whole rabbit hole of the group and click like. Just click like to keep that algorithm going there so other people can see what you do.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get
finding. I you know what? It's so crazy. My algorithm right now on Facebook, I hardly ever see anybody's post that I know. Like I have to go and actually search their name out and hit like. So if y'all see me hitting like, it's because I'm trying to get the algorithm boosted so I can start seeing your stuff. I'm seeing music. Like I know what's going on with my algorithm right now. I'm seeing so much music, which I love. I actually came across a podcast this morning while going down listening to Tyler Truth's music. Oh, we got to get that, bro, for the music for Christmas. He has a really nice Christmas song, the one he was telling us about, and I was listening to it this morning and came across a podcast out of Nashville called We Hear You 615. Man, bro, definitely got to go down that rabbit hole of that podcast because they doing similar to what Betty Houdini is on a smaller level. Great music coming out of Tennessee. I didn't realize, and you probably did because you are more in tune. Bro is more in tune than I am on this music scene.
Yes.
You probably realize that there's a lot of music review shows out there that highlight the independent artists.
And a lot of them too. But you know, I tell a lot of artists that I'm starting with the ones that just starting to realize to push their music. Go to all of them. If you're that artist and you haven't been in that lane at all, go to all of them. But if you've been doing this for a while and you very picky about who you want to play your music, you know, don't go to all of them. Really go down the rabbit hole, watch the shows for a while to see if this is a proper lane for you, for your brand. Because sometimes you can put your stuff in some of these review shows and mess your brand up, no matter how good you are. We don't want that to happen. But anybody that's fresh and new and just really been out there and you just want people to just listen to the music, go to all of them. You know what I mean? But you looking for a particular lane and you actually is working on your brand with this, then you know be very picky on what you do. Because I was watching a review show, one of my favorite review shows last night, and I can see that he is trying to pretty much show people love, but sometimes you just got to be honest about what's going on in the marketplace of music, and that's why I stopped doing review shows, because people don't understand that some genres and some styles fall back. You know what I mean? And if you want to be that forefront artist, you got to go where the forefront is. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But if you're not, then find a lane or find a community, which it is out here. This is digital world. It also have digital communities. Find your digital community that represents what you're doing. You know, you might have to search around a little bit. You might have to go through a couple hashtags, pages to see who else is in that lane that you're doing, and go in that community and mingle with those people and build a fan base like that. You know what I mean? Because once you start going on certain things, and people like myself, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna be disrespectful or nothing. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you really want this to go somewhere, this is not it. This is, that's not the formula that you know what I mean? But because the person that reviewed her music, DJ Chuck T, my brother, has said this is the album. This is the album track. The album. Me as a reviewer, a marketing manager, music manager, all that. Some songs that you made to be on the album.
I agree. I hear some songs sometimes, and I'm like, oh, that would be a nice jingle, but that wouldn't be a nice album song. And I don't have the expertise as you do, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
as far as that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, so that's why I don't do review shows anymore, because I let my heavy, I did it for a while. Me 50 had one of the top review shows during the pandemic. At that time, and we definitely reviewed a lot of. We help a lot of people go to a different level in their careers. Some hung on, some let go. But even when I was on Blog Talk Radio, during the pandemic, where we shot up to 70K listeners a month. So it's like we really used that platform fully. That's when I was just still learning on digital marketing, and I could see that certain things is different now because a lot of these windows and stuff that's on the digital platform is so wide open now that you can pretty much figure out where your community is and where to go. And I think that's when you master that Queen on what you're doing as far as your content. You know exactly what to do. You know how to stay consistent, and you know how to keep bringing them that same energy every time you post, edit, design, whatever you're doing, just to keep the algorithm to recognize. Okay, that's that Queen right there. I recognize
even if that's it. I was listening, bro. I told you all during the morning show. I may not put it into play yet, but I'm forever a student, and I'm always listening. And I remember you always talked about consistency, and I tried it. I was just playing around, y'all. I really was. I just wanted to see what would happen if I was consistent. And the consistency got the YouTube page is growing slowly, but it is growing, and that is what we want. We want to see a difference in where we were 30 days ago compared to where we are now, and it is consistently growing. I don't care if we get 1 follower a day. That means we are growing. Just with me remaining consistent, I can see at the end of this year, by the end of this year, as long as I continue to do what we do, as long as we work well together, like it's the three amigos, like you said this morning, me, you, and Big Mike, the three amigos.
Yes, we working. And those who are on YouTube right now, put in hashtag, we love you. You know what I mean? Hashtag we love you. If you on there right now, put it in right now if you're on YouTube right now, put it in there. We love you and we love you back. You know what I mean? Definitely. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about today.
Yes, we do. I want to also talk about yesterday. So yesterday was the first economic blackout. I know I participated. I did not spend any money yesterday, y'all. I'm proud to say, but my Uncle Daddy did. And I was like, I told you to go get gas yesterday, but he's 71 years old. He was getting his car fixed, and I'm like, I was telling my cousin, I was like, I think that mechanic did that on purpose because he was supposed to get his car done on Wednesday. Why he tell my uncle to come on Friday? And you're not supposed to be spending no money.
Hey, DJ Queen B, we love you. We love you too. You know what I'm saying? Go to the YouTube side, Queen B, and put that in the hashtag. We love you. We love you.
Make sure you are following our sis over here. See, we making connections. I love that, man. I'll be seeing DJ Queen B out here working.
Yeah, listen. The new podcast, Brag on Me podcast. She gonna be on one of them episodes. We gonna brag on her. She is.
I'm nominating her.
Yeah, we gonna brag on. No, we're gonna do a surprise bragging on her one of the episodes. We ain't gonna let you know what we gonna do at Queen B. All we gonna do is tag you, and we gonna put everything in our description, your website, the radio station, everything, and we just gonna brag on you for a whole hour. Just show you so much love.
Yeah, we are.
It's gonna pour so much love on what you got going on because we like what you do. You put on a lot of artists. She breaks records. We bragging on her right now. She breaks records. If you're an artist, follow DJ Queen B. She breaks independent artist records. I don't know if you did the DJ Queen B. If you counting of how many artists that actually got a record deal through your platform, because I know 3 that I've seen that got a record deal because of your actions and what you are doing on your platform, man. I salute you for that. A couple R&B singers, the Afrobeat artists out of big Cincinnati just got signed that was on your platform, man. These people is getting signed on her platform, knowing what they want to do. When you get signed in a machine, you know what you want to do. You understand the business, you know what you want to do. And a lot of people don't know what they want to do. You know what I mean?
Because Tyler Truth does. Tyler Truth, we interviewed Tyler Truth, who right now is touring. John Jiggs, who right now is in France. John Jiggs is touring in France. Come on, y'all.
Please, making it happen. You see what I'm saying? So that's the type of thing that we're going to be bragging on people like that and letting people go down that rabbit hole and understand this is what you need to be doing. You know what I mean? I don't care if you braid hair professionally, we want to brag on you.
We want to brag on you, but you got to be willing to brag on you too, y'all. Because I know hairstylists out there that's the bomb. Y'all got to get out your own way and do what it is that you do. There's a hairstylist out of Chicago. Her name is Shani Styles, everybody. If you are in Chicagoland, her name is Shoni Styles. I may be pronouncing her name right. Got my baby girl all the way together. She started my baby girl's locks. And when I tell you she got them all designed and all of that, let me see if I can bring her up here on Instagram, because I definitely want to brag on her as well. And let me see if I can bring her up here, because this queen is official. She really is. She is official.
Yeah, we got the Brag on Me podcast tomorrow at 1:00. We'll be bragging on DJ Nick, who's been doing an amazing job. I've been knowing DJ Nick over 30 years, and he put me on the game when I was trying to get him to manage me. When I was an artist, when I was in my artist bag for real, when I wasn't doing nothing but rapping, you know what I'm saying, MCing. And ever since then, man, we built a relationship outside the business, and we also did business together. So I'm going to be bragging on him tomorrow on the first episode, and the second episode later on that day. I'll be bragging on Betty Houdini for another hour later on that night. So I'm trying to do 2 people a week, man, and have special guests throughout the week. That come on and speak, like Mama had my homeboy Devon, who also has the podcast Live on Location. So we're gonna have him on, you know what I mean? And pretty much we're gonna be bragging on some people. We want to see what y'all got going on. We want to brag on you because y'all deserve to be bragged on for all the hard work that you do. You know what I mean?
I want to share my screen and talk about the economic blackout from yesterday. This one I thought was just too funny, because this is how I felt yesterday. Like, it got to a point where I was like, I really want to drive out to Target and see who out there shopping. And then I don't know if my cousin tagged me to this post. And this is how I felt, like, just get back in the car. And some of these comments on here, everybody, and I know everybody did not participate, but look at this. I look at, they got
yeah.
They got Malcolm X out at Walmart, y'all. They got the Queen Rosa Parks talking about walk, don't ride. Listen, get off the app. Yeah, I thought that this was just hilarious.
That's very creative, ain't it?
It is, because that's kind of how I felt. And I had talked to so there's a photographer, a videographer out of Maryland that I am real cool with. We are actually a part of a mindset group. That's how we met.
Yeah. Tell what she want to know the group. She want to know the YouTube link.
Oh, okay. Let me put it in there. In there.
Yeah.
1 second, love, and I will put it in there. So there is a photographer / videographer. I mean, he's dope young guy out of Maryland that I follow. We follow each other. And I was surprised that he put up a comment saying, let me see, how do we share this? I was surprised that he put up a comment yesterday saying he didn't understand why we would be doing the economic blackout, because it wouldn't make a difference. And I was surprised that he said that. And I'm like, wait a minute, but then I realized that there's a lot of people that probably felt that way. So I did want to open up that discussion. I put it in you put it in there, bro?
Yeah, I got it in there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I did want to open up the discussion about that. So in the reality is, what I feel like yesterday did is it at least acknowledged that as consumers, we're tired. Many of you may not know, but we are the reason why 70% of these businesses stay in business, because it's our dollars. At the same time, they're continuing to raise prices and forgetting about the middle class. Anybody that's in there shopping, 9 times out of 10, you are going in there because you have a need for these things, right? But they're continuing to raise prices. A lot of people can't afford now these things that they need, just the bare necessities. When you have eggs, $9 for just a dozen or 18 count, and God forbid if you have a family, a big family, you're not going to be able to maintain that for long, making $20 an hour. You're just not going to be able to maintain that for long. So that's what yesterday did for me. That's what it was. So the Market Watch is saying Friday's economic blackout shows shoppers are fed up with high prices. Will it hit retailers where it hurts? Probably not. But did it send a message? I feel that it did.
I feel that it did too.
Yeah. Do you? I feel like it did, bro. Like it's like we're tired. And yeah, it was just one day, but it shows that we're tired.
Listen, that's only one day, but once this thing really builds and we get to the point where we're going to do a week, I mean, it might happen. It might end up doing the week during the holiday where it makes a lot of money. You never know how many people would be involved. If that, it's going to hurt a lot of retailers. It's going to hurt. Trust me, it's going to. You know what I'm saying, and the people that understand, understand what we're talking about, man, they would definitely. It's all about being consistent in that area too, because like I know it's a buzz. I'm talking about our people, our black folks. We're not consistent on anything most of the time, especially when it comes to stuff like this. You know what I mean? The last time our black people was consistent as during the Rosa Parks and the Martin Luther King days. They was consistent for almost
300 and 80 some odd, over 300 days they boycotted.
Yeah.
Over 300 days.
Consistent. That's consistent, and it worked. That's why we can sit on the bus now and don't have no issues, but they still want to sit on that Rosa Parks seat the whole month of the month. And, they couldn't even respect that. They weren't even consistent enough to do that.
Yep. They're over here saying, Big Mike said, exactly. Imagine a month of the blackout. Exactly. Thank you so much for that chicken nugget, for sharing. Thank you, everybody over here on TikTok. Exactly. DJ Queen B said, yep, keep building a week or a month. We will have an impact. And that is the point right there, DJ Queen B, is that eventually we will build up the momentum and make an impact, but we have to start doing it, y'all. So I want to share my screen and because me and V had gotten into it and I was so surprised at him. But then I had to take a step back and look at it from his standpoint and be like, he's a young guy, and they probably won't. And if we're being real, one day is not going to make that big of an impact. It's not. But let me share my screen and go into some of what he said, because again, I want to be fair and I want to acknowledge all sides. So he said, this is us going back and forth in here. And he said, so this is the original post. He said, can somebody explain what is boycotting for a week going to do? Like, seriously, if you not cutting the store out altogether, just don't boycott at all, because y'all doing all that just to go back and spend your money at a later date. It's completely pointless. And that is what a lot of people were thinking, and that is what the markets are saying. Although you're going to not do this today, tomorrow you're going to go back and spend with these companies. Well, everybody am making it a point to not go and spend at these stores. Luckily, I have Wegmans. Wegmans is one of the best grocery stores in the nation. It is still they still have their DEI, which is Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Initiative. So I don't mind. Like I sent my son this morning. I'm like, well, just go on ahead to Wegmans and get what I got to get. And that's my prerogative. I don't plan on spending money at Walmart, at Target. I'm going to try my best to stay up off of Amazon, y'all. I am. But that's that. And I hope that other people follow, because if we continue to do this, and if we do this as a collective, y'all, we can make a difference, but not if we continue to think like this, And then V went on to say, in closing, it was pretty much, he was saying he see the bigger picture, but my point is you can't get the picture if you never press the button to take it. This is a fake ass boycott, equivalent to having your finger on the button, but we don't plan to ever press it. Like, yes, I understand not shopping for a week to stop millions of dollars, but it's pointless when you're only going to go back next week and give them all the money you held up. So what change is actually happening besides the change in our heads? If it's not a permanent boycott, I refuse to stand behind it. And I get that.
I get it too. I get it. But it's a gesture. Okay. I get what he's saying. But sometimes you got to give a gesture to give them a warning. Okay. Like this is going to happen. We give you, this is a threat. Like, this could really go big and really mess up what you got going on. So like, don't push us. You understand me? So, but I get what he's saying. It does make a lot of sense, what he's saying. In a way, I support his decision. You know, I do. I support his decision. You know, because us as a people, we're not consistent like we strong consistent like we was like our ancestors was back in the day. Understand me? Like
Yes.
what happened to Black Lives Matter? That's just under the rug, right?
Yeah.
What happened to the Me Too movement? That's under the rug, ain't it?
Yeah. It's
What
like we
happened to
built the
the
momentum.
and Donald Trump just deleted all the data that what happened to Floyd. So that's under the rug now. Nobody's talking about that no more. Why are you consistent with that? You know what I mean? When we know what we need, when we know what you have to do. We have Louis Farrakhan and RZA Islam. Let us know what we need to do to stop cops brutality. And I brought it on the platform, and people looked at me like I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the insurance company. You can Google every police department in any of your city. You can Google what insurance company they with, and you can sue the insurance company to stop police brutality because they need insurance to run. They can't. You cannot have a cop on the street without insurance.
Mm-hmm.
So you go where it hurts. We can't even do that.
Yeah.
But you want to stop police brutality? I'm not saying that that's right for them to keep doing it, but when it happens, don't get mad. I'm
Yeah, I
just
think we're
saying.
too complacent, y'all. Big Mike said we have to take back the power to let them know enough is enough. We should do it the first of the month and the last of the month. Yes, I agree, because that's a lot of times when those checks come out. Like, I knew it was going to be tough because I know people income taxes are hitting. It was the last day of the month. So if anybody get those first and the third checks, those are going to be hitting. So I knew it was going to be a little difficult. But I hope that at least it got these corporations to recognize that consumers are tired. Like, we work these 9-to-5 jobs for a lot of our lives. I know people who have retired and still have to work because the economy is crappy. And if y'all think that we aren't about to be in a recession, if it's not already here, then you are really fooling yourself, because it is. There's no way eggs can go from $1.99 for a 12 count to almost $6. Y'all, that is like triple the price.
And at my job, they get the big old case of eggs. And I asked them, I'm just curious, what was the price before this egg thing happened? What was the price of that case of eggs? They said $45. I said, how much is it for that? I said, how much for that case of eggs now? They said $148.
Ridiculous.
For a case of eggs to feed the college students.
Which means somebody's going to have to eat that. Mm-hmm. Somebody's going to, every time these prices go up, it is us, the little people who are eating that. And yesterday, that economic blackout, it wasn't just to say, oh, because you don't support DEI, we aren't going to shout with you. It's like, no, we are tired of these prices. Like, y'all got y'all foot on our neck and y'all refusing to let us breathe. Mm-hmm. Like, this was George Floyd on steroids, y'all. Seriously, the way they are doing the American people. I'm not just talking about the black and brown people. I'm talking about the American people, because I know people out there struggling. I was talking to a doctor's appointment, and I'm talking to a nurse in there. Does not look like me, y'all. Mm-hmm. And she's a single mom, has 2 small children, living out in the suburbs. And she said, yeah, her favorite meal is mac and cheese, because that's all she can afford, because she want to be able to feed her kids. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like, imagine that. You want to be able to feed your kids beanies and weenies, so all you can eat is the box of Kraft macaroni and cheese, where hopefully you can get 3 boxes for 99 cents at a place like Save-A-Lot. Like, this is people reality right now. Mm-hmm. And it shouldn't be like that when you're going out there working all of them hours. Like, what are we working for? If eggs right now if you go to Walmart, I think somebody said that big thing at Walmart, maybe like $20 some odd. That means you got to work an hour just to afford the eggs.
That's right.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense at the end of the day. This is where we at. That's why I'm bringing up the new podcast, Brag on Me, because we want to switch that energy to some positive movements, because so much things going on in the government right now, and we just need to just salute the people that's actually working, and that's actually putting in the work, or trying to put in the work, or trying to learn, open their minds. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This platform is not made for the people to hate on. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no hate in the comments. We don't need none of that. What we need from the people that we bragging, the people that we see that we bragging on, we want y'all to go down the rabbit hole, because I'm going to have everything in the description on the new podcast that I'm bringing to the table. Starting tomorrow, Sunday, You know what I'm saying? 1 o'clock on this platform, or if you already on the platform on YouTube, Green Links Media, you know what I'm saying? You would definitely will see me pop up at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Brag on Me podcast. We'll be bragging on some folks, man. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I'm saying, if you want to get bragged on, put hashtag brag on me in the comments only on the YouTube channel, and we're going to conversate, engage with you in the comments, and ask you, me, the sis, you know what I'm saying, Big Mike, go get in the comments. What do you do? You know what I'm saying? Break down what you do. How can you find you? I know you can't put links and stuff on the YouTube, but you can actually put, you know what I'm saying, your email, or you can pretty much go private. We'll give you the information how you can get a hold of us. We want to conversate with you on the YouTube, but we want to keep the algorithm moving and help you get your YouTube moving by doing that also. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna brag on y'all. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna brag on y'all and show y'all so much love. You know what I mean? That's what we do. That's what we do. Yeah, that's right. Spreading the positivity. That's what we do. Because this
Queen B.
Because the number 9 is a complete number. And you, like I said, if you add the numbers up on 2025, it adds up to 9. And all the great completed people who passed away, you know what I'm saying? Look at their ages and add them together. They completed. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Irv Gotti, 54. What did that adds up to 9? He completed his mission. He completed his mission. You know what I'm saying? Miss Wallace completed her mission, 72. Complete. Number 9 is a complete number for us Nubians and us black folks.
You scaring me because my mom passed on 7/11.
Yeah.
7 + 1 + 1.
Yeah. That means you're completed. That's completed in God's eye. That means you're part of the all. You're part of God's people. You know what I'm saying? And then the devil takes that number and look upside down, would it turn to a 6? Yeah.
I've always seen it. 6 and 9 have always been my good numbers.
Yeah.
Always been. I've always felt close to it. It's something about that 6 and 9. All my kids' birth date ends in a 9. All of them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Except, I'm lying. My set of twins, theirs add up to 9. 2, 5 plus 11 add up to the 9.
Yeah, that's it. 9. 9 is to that 9 is completion. You know what I'm saying?
2, 5, 1, 1. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's spooky, but it's real. Numbers means a lot. That's the first thing that the mathematics that God did in the beginning of time was all about the numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I am. Do you believe in that? Anunnaki? Am I saying it right? Anunnaki? I believe in all of that, y'all.
Yeah, of course.
I believe in that.
That's a fact. Science is true social studies, real science. You know what I'm saying? The 9 mind. That's what they call it, the 9 mind. Us Nubians have 9 mind. We are the first original people with mathematics ability. You know what I'm saying? Look who did those pyramids. Oh, mathematics. We did. You know what I'm saying?
I love, hey, Havoc Minded. Hey, Miss Bird. Thank you so much. I cannot wait to, big shout out to Miss Bird over here. She's somebody that I follow over on TikTok. I love that she is showing the reality of what it looks like. Y'all know I was a teenage mom. Y'all, I raised 6 kids, and not what her life looks like, what Miss Bird life look like is what my life looked like. The kids was always messing up. We would go buy furniture, they would tear it up. Like when you have kids, you can't. The reality is kids tear up. You see these moms out here with these doggone Stepford wife house. When that camera off, I'm telling you, them moms is probably crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yes, Lord.
Man, I love her. I love her page. She had bought some mattresses last year for her kids, and I can relate. And people were all in her comments talking about, you need to get them kids mattresses. And she like, why should I get these kids mattresses? And when they tearing up the ones I did, so I'm like, honey, you better do like I did. Get them some mattress covers. Okay, something you can throw in the washer. Because I had kids that wet the bed and all of that. Like parenting is not easy and it is not pretty. So all of these moms and dads out here trying to make it seem like it looked pretty, it is a lie. Take it from somebody who raised 6 kids. It is a lie. My kids' room tour. I had one kid, the bunk beds, and the one kid had the ADHD. Would peel the paint. Peel the paint off the wall.
Yep.
I ain't got time for that.
You got time for that?
Not at all, bro. So let me ask you, and I think you may have been somebody who oh, you know what, bro? We somebody wanted to meet with us later on today, and I see the message in me. That's what made me remember that. Cause I see you
Okay.
about something that they have going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna share my screen here. Let me I want to ask y'all all about this. Let me just get these messages out. I'll talk to you about it after we get off of here. So we got to make that money. We got to make that money.
Yes.
So do you believe this? So this is what I saw yesterday. This new generation does not like working. You could give them a job sleeping and they'll wake up and quit. Big Mike, I know you probably.
Yeah. I shared that. I shared that.
Oh, it was you that shared this.
Yeah. I shared it. Yeah. I see that a lot. Let me tell you something. And I'll talk to the young folks in every city. Okay. All these jobs now that we couldn't get back in the day, y'all can get them right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to work. They're entitled to. I get it that nobody should be talking any kind of way. I get it, but when the people that's actually there to actually do the right thing, and you just feel some type of way because you just entitled that nobody can't tell you nothing, because you don't want to work. All these excuses across the board. The position I have right now at UB, I would have never got this job in the 90s. I would never have this jobs in the 2000s unless I know somebody. You know what I mean? Because my position I have at my job, they had it open for 4 years straight before I got hired. Because they still had that mindset they want particular people. Now it's not, but they taking anybody because there ain't nobody want to work. It's the pandemic. Nobody wants to work.
Yeah, the pandemic definitely changed things. People started getting paid a lot more. So now the mindset behind it is different. And even these kids, like, I agree somewhat with this. And I had a real conversation. Let me share it. I had a real conversation with one of my kids yesterday. And he said to me, he said, Mom, it's time he go back to school, he said, because he realized the money he was making during the pandemic is a lot different. And he realizes now that some of these jobs that are available, he doesn't want to do it. And we got to talking about immigration and stuff. He said, Mom, if I'm being honest, those aren't the jobs that I want. Like, so why, if there's immigrants coming over here, and a lot of times it's Mexican immigrants, that's getting these jobs, but who want those jobs? That was the point. He's like, I don't want these jobs. So why would I try and deny somebody from getting those jobs? But at the same time, y'all, you still have to make a living. And I do feel like this generation does not like working because of this digital era. Because they see these kids they see these YouTubers, they see like Kai Cenat, basically doing what a lot of these kids do, playing video games and streaming. And they think that that's the only way to make money, but you still have to start somewhere. Those McDonald's jobs are still there. Take those jobs to put money in your pocket. Stop being lazy. Big Mike says the same thing. He had hired some people to do a security job. And like literally a lot of times he'd be like, they don't even last a day. They don't even want to last a day. And they're making thousands of dollars, but because it's actual work, they don't want to have to do it. I knew he was going to be in the comments because he always talking about that. Like, these kids do not want to work. These kids don't want to work, and it's not bad money. It's not bad money, but he has his own feelings about that because he hired people and he's like, these kids just don't want to work. And that's the truth. Like the work ethic is different from when we were growing up, bro.
Yeah, I tell you, your kid that want to go back to school, that's cool. Do that, but you got to see what's going on. Like me and my wife talked about this a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? Like they're doing these jobs since Trump came in office. What they're doing is they're underpaying the people for those positions. You're not going to be able to get that maximum pay or that pay you want at a certain job. Now you got to as a higher position, you still got to work from the bottom up in that position. Make that make sense.
Yes.
Make that make sense.
Yeah, and then the other thing I've learned also, a lot of people our age, we tend to stay in a job. Once we get a job, we tend to stay in that job because that's what we saw our grandparents do, our parents do. They, like my uncle, he just retired after working 20 some odd years for the same company. These millennials, they aren't doing that. They are jumping jobs. Like 2 3 years, my nephew give 2 3 years. My son, he been working for agency since COVID, and he hasn't gone back because they like the ability to make money. Because you do, if you leave a job with the experience and you go to another job with that same experience, 9 times out of 10 you are going to get paid more. But people our age, we like stability.
Can I brush your bubble on that one?
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing that anymore.
Hey, James.
They're not doing that anymore. They're I just this week, since Trump and Elon Musk, who's in the business, don't need to be there. Um, is these big corporation jobs? People have been there for 30 years. They're firing them for no reason right now. I know 3 people that I know that's fired because they want to that pay. You know what I mean? They're using that, and you can do about
it. Aging out.
Yep. So, you know what I'm saying? For that being said, you know, if you're in a higher position and you're working for a major company, your job is in jeopardy right now. But I know 3 people that got fired. 3 people got fired in the last 2 days in Buffalo that been in that position for over 25 years.
Oh yeah, it's about to get real. I had that discussion also with my daughter and son the other day. I was telling them, like, right now, I realized when I went back into the job force, because in 2008, 2009, there was a recession, and I ended up being laid off. And I started my daycare business. I went into business for myself, just like I'm doing now. And when I went back into that same field, I had aged out, y'all. I'm now working with people who are my kids' age, and these are the ones coming in making way more money than I am. Like now I'm competing with kids who have bachelors and masters, and listen, some of these kids going to get doctorates. I have a cousin that's going to get a doctorate. My one son is going for a doctorate, because the competition is real out here. So you really need to think about what it is that you want to do. Entrepreneurism, I'm here for it, because the competition, I'm competing with people my kids' age, and I've aged out. I had to take some things off of my resume, and the recruiter told me that, like, if they see that you've been working since 1998, they're not going to look at you to hire you, because you come with all types of things. You know, like I'm at my age, and we aren't even that old, bro. We are not even that old to be aging out like we are.
And don't put all your jobs on your resume. Shorten it up, because what's going to happen is they're going to have you an excuse that you're overqualified.
Yes.
And what I did to get this job here, like, you know, we worked at McDonald's for 6 years. You know, in Buffalo, I always worked. I did work at McDonald's. I was a maintenance man, whatever. But when I was in South Carolina, I was actually a shift manager, store manager once upon a time. And I put that on my resume. I couldn't find a job nowhere. They interviewed me. Yeah, we'll call you, boom. And then one day, my wife told me, because she you know, she's familiar with HR, her job. She said, take that McDonald's off your resume. I took it off my resume. I got 7 interviews. 5 of them wanted to hire me.
Yeah. So I had to way shorten mine too.
Yeah. You gotta be careful though, because your experience and your skill level can cause you not to get a job. But I am going to say this though: if you do, anybody right now, I don't care if it's a job picking up gum off the sidewalk, do it.
Take it.
Do it, because you know why? What's going to happen? Tell you what's going to happen in the next 3 years. You know, so as the next 3 years, after the Trump thing is over, whoever coming to office next, it's going to open the marketplace all over again, and you're going to end up getting that job that you deserve and get, because all this is resetting the government. Everything's resetting because of what Trump did. This is a reset button. You know what I'm saying? Once this is over in the next 4 to 5 years, people will be getting jobs like crazy. For all you young people that don't want to work, guess what? You better get it right now. If you're sitting around, you're complaining about everything, about every job you do, guess what? In the next 3 to 5 or maybe 6 years, you're not going to be able to find a job. So take it and hold on to that mug as long as you can. Because when that time comes, you're secure.
Yeah.
I'm in a union right now at my job now. I was in the union 2 days ago.
Oh, that's good.
You know what I'm saying? I'm secure at UB State, New York State job. You know what I mean? I got to hold on to that.
Yeah, you should. You know? And a union job? Heck yeah.
You know what I mean? Heck it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And I'm also a businessman, still doing what I'm doing. So that's not my only income. So I'm still building green links. I'm still building blue, you know what I'm saying, painted drip. I'm still in the music industry. I'm still in my marketing. I'm still doing other things. You know what I'm saying? To make ends meet also. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that hustle mentality, that grind mentality, and you want to depend just on the 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? We'll see how that's going to work for you in the next 10 years.
Yeah. Additional streams of income, everybody. Additional streams of income. So why do you feel about Drake reaching a settlement with iHeartMedia in that legal dispute over Kendrick Lamar's diss track, Not Like Us? Are you surprised?
Not really surprised, because you know what I mean? Because music business is music business, man. He's trying to do it whatever he can to trying to poke Kendrick, but you can't poke Kendrick because he already once the Super Bowl is the finishing thing. The game over is game over. It is what it is. Like once you reach a certain tier on that movement, all you doing is getting scratched right now. Let it go. Drake, let it go, big dog. You got to get a nice album out right now. You're doing good. Stop. You're doing good. You have a fan base. You have your own fan base. And that's the thing with the independent artists. Once you find your fan base, you good. You don't have to worry about nothing. Like myself, I know my fan base. I'm good. I'll come out with a set of hoodies next month and sell out. It's like I can make money when I want to make money. You're just gonna make a sacrifice in that time period to make the money. That's all. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. Once I get past that, it's smooth sailing for that. You know what I mean? And then Drake, he knows his fan base. He can make 20 million next month. He can make 100 million in 2 months. He can because he already know what to do. He's, you know what I mean? Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Yeah. And what about Gene Ackman and his wife being found?
Yeah.
Like, that's scary, bro.
Right around the corner where I used to live at in Albuquerque. That was in Santa Fe, right outside of Albuquerque.
What? That is scary. And they don't know how long they have been gone. Like, is that some, like, is it foul play for both of them to be gone?
No foul play at all. Because I talked to a couple people from Albuquerque. They said that where their house is in Santa Fe is on the other side of the mountain of the landfills. They think it's something with the water or carbon dioxide.
I know they were doing some testing, carbon dioxide testing.
And they said because they said the landfill up there, certain chemicals came in that water, and they put it on the news, and that type of media they did not do it worldwide, and they did that. They did that for probably for a reason, probably designed like that. But it's going to come out. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's in the dark will come in the light. But a couple of my people I know in Albuquerque had said that they had the landfill was right there, and they had some chemical spills in the water out there, and they told people do not even boil the water. So they even got to the point where you couldn't even take a shower in that water for a while because of certain chemicals that was going on out there, and it was on their local news, and they hid it for a while, and they haven't talked about it like over a year, but that's around their house in Santa Fe too. So it'll be that or carbon dioxide. There was no foul play or nothing.
Wasn't no foul play. Yeah. Well, moving on. More stuff has come out about Diddy. He's facing more and more cases. Last week, one of his attorneys actually left and said that he didn't make a public statement about it, but he did make a statement to the judge saying that he felt as if he couldn't adequately represent Diddy, my words, kind of his words as well, not verbatim. What do you think about that? Why do you think it was wrong timing for him to just
No,
drop it? Uh,
it's that could be fear because at the end of the day, I hate to say it, it is what it is. Did he go to win the case regardless? He did have people have no evidence on anything that's going on. They are
yeah,
allegations. They allegedly, and it's like nothing is set in stone in the case right now. And I feel the lawyer dropping out because number one is fear. Number two is that they really don't have no evidence on nothing, and he get involved in that, and he still wins, or even something that he might lose on certain things. He probably got threatened. He probably got never know what's going on. What I'm saying, what's going on when it comes to Hollywood. What I'm saying, what's going on, but like I said, Diddy's not going to take no L. Only L he's going to take is that video with Cassie, and that's going to be time served by the time they get to that case. So.
that's how I feel, bro. At this point, I feel like this is all for show. I really do. I feel like Diddy probably has so many big names that we have not even heard about. And I at this point, I'd be surprised if he do anytime. I feel like it's going to amount to time served. He may have some restrictions as far as his ability to move around, but I do feel like, knowing what this, I think he may be able to come back. I really do. I believe that he may be able to come back. There's some allegations out there, and I talked about it a little bit on the Vet Green show this week, because I've been seeing some things about his mom and thinking about who they are portraying his mom to be, bro. She just seemed like just somebody regular, like we would have grown up. I listen, coming from the projects, you grow up different. You grow up different. It is nothing to go into one of your friends' house and their parents be in there partying. A bump, I knew what a bump was when I was a teen. You know what I mean? It was nothing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
That
was part of our life of living. That was just we our environment was there. We had to adapt to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and we did.
We did that. Far as Diddy, man, when he gets out, when things slow down, or trust me, knowing the laws of the industry and what's going on. Same thing with Jay. They're going to kick back and retaliate on the business side of things, like what Diddy's, what Jay-Z's doing right now, and Diddy going to do the same thing. So it's you think Hollywood is burning now. Watch when he get done. Watch when he get done. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm not saying that I'm saying that I don't think he did these things. It's all about, can't you prove these things?
That's it.
Mic drop.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Can't you prove these things? He probably did.
Beyond reasonable doubt.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you got to prove. I have to prove that. If he did something to me, I have to prove that. I gotta have some form of video, audio, a witness who has proof of the witness. Like every witness gonna have proof too. Okay, not just saying they see. They're not doing that anymore. You know how people locked up for not doing anything right now because of that. You know what I mean? Even though they did it, like shout out to my brother. Uncle Sly Green. You know what I'm saying? They have no evidence of any of those murders he did, but he got 3 life sentences because a female said she was there. That part of the law changed now, so that's why that's why Sly Green trying to open this case back up and come on, because they don't go by that no more. You got to actually have proof now. You got a video. Everybody got cameras on their phones. Everybody got there's surveillance everywhere right now. You know what I'm saying? Okay, he didn't let the people put the phones in the party. Somebody got something. Inside people somebody got something. If they not coming up to the plate to prove that Diddy did his thing, then he gonna get off.
Yeah, whatever people did come forward. I feel like some of them are probably getting paid off under the table. Y'all not just gonna make me believe that people just dropping out.
Of
People have
course.
bills. The economy is crappy.
It's
Offer
crappy.
them a few $1,000,000 to make it
That's the
go
fact.
away.
Yeah, yeah. But that's why when you're in these businesses, and especially in the entertainment industry, you got to especially if you're trying to be part of the machine. You got to be very careful how you talk, very careful how you answer things, and know who you're talking to.
Hmm.
That's just the way this business is. You know what I mean? Shout out to my Griselda family. They foot is in the machine too. They got to be careful of who they talking to, or who they, you know what I mean, just to take care of their families.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to move a little bit different. And when once you're in that level, you can't do what you want to do. People think because you got all that money, you can do what you know you can't. You're more controlled than not having the money.
Mm.
And that's why I love what we can do. What we do with Green Links Media, what we can do what we want to do. Really, we can.
Hmm.
As long as we going by the law, we got rules. We got to follow the rules of the law. Yeah, we gonna do that. But we can still, if me and Vet Green the Queen and the whole team want to go to Orlando, Florida, we can go to Orlando, Florida.
Hmm.
You know what I
You
mean? We
don't
can
have to
spend,
ask permission.
yeah, we can spend the money. We can
Everything
do.
that.
We can rent a car. We can get Airbnb. We can go to this restaurant and eat. We can do this. We can do that. We can do whatever we want to do. We can leave there, go to Atlanta, and do the same thing and repeat. We don't have to worry about nothing. A
Hmm.
lot of folks in this industry can't do that. They're gonna have some type of guidance, some type of answer. You got a publicist, you got an assistant, you got a manager, you got the company saying you about to do this tour, you can't do this, that, and the third. You can't be on the phone on this, you can't be on social media. Somebody got to do your social media for you. You got to do, you know what I'm saying? You got to be in this room, you can't go in that room. Security right there, gonna make sure you're good. No, not just because you're good, but make sure you're not. Like, it's so much in this game when you want that machine behind
Hmm. So speaking of, I think Tyler Truth is definitely going to have a machine behind him. I wanted to,
you. Oh yeah.
I added his song to the chamber, that long road. I seen James tapped in, Tyler's manager. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for tapping in with us this morning, James. I appreciate that.
Yes, James in the house.
You and Tyler are out there doing some fantabulous things, man. That song "Long Road" that just hits home with me, y'all. It just hits
Mhm.
home with me.
Yeah, can I tap into that machine part? I'm not saying these things, y'all. I'm not trying to tell people not to go to the machine because people know what they're doing. Shout out to Jazzy, man, the R&B pop singer out of Niagara Falls. Um, you know, uh, you know, I, when I had that conversation with her at the radio station, when I worked at the college radio station, and she had that debate, like I said before, a debate on the radio with a couple of artists on there. She knows what she wants.
Hmm.
That's the key, y'all. You got to, as an artist, you got to know what you want to be part of that machine. You must have a plan. I don't have to know that plan. That Green got to know that plan. Nobody got to know your plan. But as long as you know what you're getting yourself into and you have a plan behind it to capitalize off it, on top of the machine investing in you, then go for it. I tell everybody, go for it. Go for what you know and make it happen. But I'm gonna be there to support you.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's why, this brother right here know exactly what he wanted to do. Coming out of Buffalo, New York, he knew exactly from the help of his brother Westside Gun.
Yeah, that's my fave right there. It's Conway for me.
Yeah, and that's him right there, Conway, the machine. And I want to tap in on what he's saying about the city. And I know a lot of people thinking that they're entitled for Griselda to put all these rappers on this in the no, that's not how it works. That's not how it would work. He put on the people that grew up with him. Gave people jobs behind the scenes that he went to school with, and he put those people on. You know what I mean? But he also opened the door for Buffalo for somebody to walk through, not copycat what he do, but also bring a formula to the table similar to what they've done. Because I can tell you exactly what they've done, but it can still work in anybody else's lane all day long. But first, I would like y'all to really tap in on what he's about to say right now, right here. So anybody that's an artist in Buffalo, please tag. Anybody that's an artist in the comments, anybody that's in the producer, anybody that do fashion, need to check out this little clip I'm going to play with Conway. On the podcast, my brother, who I'm gonna have on the show Monday. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Trey? I
Live
see
on
you out
location.
there, bro.
You know what I'm
His
saying?
own identity.
Accomplishments. Yeah, he wants his own identity. He's real. Like how I came here with the 9 son. Like he's very low, mysterious. He was on Slap Face Killer album, but he just not. He don't want that. He don't want. He like when he be out. He don't want to be in the pictures. He don't want the.
He real low key chill. That's
He
what's
don't even
up.
tell like people like yeah my dad da 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 like he's
Really?
very, like you know what I'm saying. And I love that for him, so he can be able to live how he want to live his
Yeah.
life. I don't
So he
want him to
can
have
be.
the pressures of being like
I live up to my dad.
you know what I'm saying.
Level,
I like that he can be himself and enjoy his, the freedom of being
That's
a child. You know what I mean, a young man. You know what I'm saying. I'm thankful for that.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Like this.
Yeah, you know this.
Is all,
This definitely.
Hard work, man.
Yeah, definitely some hard work. It's hard work, is it?
Like, real talk, your whole career is like at times I felt like, yo, man, this man talking to me. And he talking to me without talking to me.
Yeah.
Like, y'all be giving us the blueprint, but not to copy it. But the blueprint is hard work, not giving up and staying in people's face. That's all y'all had to say. You don't copy nothing else, but you copy that part.
Yeah.
The consistency. Staying on English.
That's the key word. Hey, that's what I say, don't it? Ain't it? Being consistent. Be consistent and know what you want. See, I'm gonna say this real quick, and I'm gonna cook some more with this interview. Buffalo folks, Westside Gunn knew the formula when he came home. I done had conversations with Wes a couple times, and he knew what he wanted. He wanted a fashion. He wanted to get into fashion first. You know what I'm saying? Griselda by Fashion Rebel was the name of his company, and he still works that to this day with the wrestling and all that. And so he wanted to put his cousins on, his brother and his cousin on, which is Benny the Butcher, and this is his brother Conway. So he made it into a label. You know what I mean? His goal was to give them a deal. So he went through the footwork of the machine and conversate, built relationships and all that while he was building the fashion part of it. And he was just consistent in that area. So happened the blessing just went a different turn. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Rosenberg, who also worked with Shady Records, said, we're going to give you a label deal because we love what we hear and we love what we see. And that's also Eminem's cup of tea of the boom bap true hip hop sound, which they pretty much kept it in that lane day one. Okay. Now the problem is with my Buffalo people is at the time, I get it that the drill music was hot and all that, but it was a lot of things going on in that drill lane that really broke down the culture of rap, not hip hop. Culture of rap. Rap and hip hop is two different things. And everybody was going that route, thinking that's going to help for them to go the route that the way Griselda went to, as far as the boom bap and the temporary hip hop lane. You know what I'm saying? So when they got signed to Shady, I said this on my platform on the Papa Show with the Joker when I first started my podcast before I was with any company. I said, Buffalo, the doors is open. You have to do a temporary hip hop sound, but do it in your own lane and build it the way you want to build it. But you're going to be in that community right with Griselda, and that's going to help somebody walk through those doors. Now, it's the only way that is going to happen, and that's why it has happened in 10 years. Agree or disagree, it is what it is. Because that was the case. If that was the case, a lot of artists right now will be put on in that level of where Griselda is right now, and they're not. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Shout out to the people who was tuned in. Yeah.
And I told you I was watching Kitty Quinn's podcast, and she had, if I may get their JV Glock and another artist on there, both of them out of Buffalo. And she asked them the question about BSF opening the door for Buffalo. And I think they did just that by becoming an example of what it looks like when you work hard and you get signed. I don't think they should have to do anything other than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's what work. I would not in this podcasting lane that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
If there isn't any other podcast doing the work, why just because you want to start a podcast and we are blowing up, we supposed to put you on? Why? When you won't be able to maintain it. There's a process that you go through as you are building out your business that you have to go through in order to maintain it. We want you to maintain that thing. You can't just get put on just because I'm put on. You got to do the hard work. Like they worked for years before they got put on. So how dare
and the problem is this is the problem, Beck Queen, is every time me and you sit down, we don't have a meeting just to have a meeting. We have a meeting because we have a meeting to have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
A basic short-term plan. We already sat down in the beginning what's the long-term plan gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
You only should have that meeting one time.
Okay? This is the vision.
Okay. Now, the other meetings y'all have throughout the walk to get that main plan is do small plans. That's what Westside Gunn was all about. He knew with the small plan, he knew what he could do for his brother. He knew what he can do for Benny the Butcher. Now, Benny the Butcher also knew what he needed to do because he was already in that lane before, working with Mike Pratt, working with 30 Express. So he already had an idea what he wanted to do as a solo artist, but he also was getting the gems of what Westside wanted to do as a collective, as a group, or as a label. Conway was just learning from scratch and figuring it out. Like, okay, Big Bro told me to do this. Okay, I'm gonna do the merch thing. We're gonna do this. Okay, that worked for him. It's gonna work for me because he's gonna help me. Boom, 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 and I'm gonna figure it out. And that's what happened. They did the merch. The merch was the first thing. The music was secondary. The merch was the first on the list.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Same thing. That I figured that out long, like, this past year I figured that out. So that's why I took a break from the music for myself and worked on the merch. The merch now, my merch now in the last past 4 or 5 months, bringing people to my music now more than ever before. So that same formula that Westside Gunn was doing, it works. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people that I'm on this podcast don't even know I'm an MC. They hear about it, they see my name, Joker Don't Look MC, they see the Painted Drip, but they never heard me rap unless you go down the rabbit hole or we play the music on the platform. But a lot of people don't even look at me as an artist.
Right.
Podcast.
Are you like my hair? I'll talk to you later.
You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? So let's keep cooking. Let's keep cooking.
They foot on their necks, man. Yo, like when y'all came, it was like a force. That's why everybody recognized it. It was a fucking force. You had the raps, you had the merch, the merch, all the clothing, and it just had that vibe.
Motherfuckers need to be listening more and more. He get it. He figured it out. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be partly disappointing, man, that it ain't, more because it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of motherfuckers here that that's doing that's pretty good with this shit out, But it's disappointing that because we've been in this shit maybe like 2015, you know what I'm saying? Since we officially, let's just say 2017. That's when I signed my deal with Shady Records. Man. We're going on 10 years. There's nobody else from the town. Like, we blew the hinges off the door. We didn't just crack the door.
That's right.
That part.
Door. It was on Jimmy.
That part.
Nobody ain't going crazy. And
that
shit.
part.
I never was a fan of the whole nobody niggas ain't put me on all that shit. Like, ain't nobody put me.
Yeah, then nobody put him on.
It's the work ethic. It's the work ethic. I see it in some people, but some just like listen. A lot of times we got to get out our own way. Ain't nobody giving you nothing. Why would you want to hand it to you? You missing all the part of the process that's going to keep you able to maintain that thing. Don't just hand it. Open up the door and let me walk through. You know what I mean? They opened up the door. That's all they had to do. Now what are y'all gonna do?
They kicked down the hinges. They no door there, like you said. There ain't no door there. Because let me know why I ain't no door there. I'm gonna give you an example. When they really hit the next level in their career, I was living in Africa. You know what I mean? And before they even heard me spit, I ain't get on stage do nothing. They just know I rap. When they found out I was from Buffalo, they was a fan. They ain't hear nothing I said because I was from Buffalo. They already knew that okay, he come from the cloth. Sorry, no, Joker fire. Then when they heard me spit, they looked at each other like I told you, without me saying anything.
Mm-hmm. That's how when I was over at the Evening Rush, that's one of the reasons why my show was so successful, because they were literally looking for Buffalo talent.
Mm-hmm.
Literally looking for Buffalo
they
talent.
said we need to open doors for each other. We always open doors for each other, Trey. Nobody's walking in. Open the door for you right now. At this platform, the door is open right now.
Let me
it's
see
open right now, Trey. The door
what time did you
right
say
now.
that so I can clip that?
You know what I'm saying? Walk through the door, Trey. The platform is right here. Green Links Media. 70K listeners a month on our YouTube. The door is open. Walk through it, baby. Inbox us. We'll put you on our platform and we'll share everything you got going on for a month for $50. That's the door open right there.
Yep. Don't nobody want to walk through. That's listen, bro hit him with a bar. Walk through.
You know what I'm saying? Walking through that door means invest in yourself. Not a handout. They knock the hinges off. That means get your budget together and walk through that door.
Period. With your budget in your hand. That's the part people miss.
The budget in the plan. The budget in the plan with the budget. That's walking through the door. There's no door there. Griselda knocked the hinges off of Buffalo, but nobody has a budget. Nobody has a plan with that budget, but they got the talent. Make that make sense. I'll walk through the door and I worked for myself for 3 years, not working a job, paying my bills, living in 3 different cities in that time period. I did it. Now I'm back in Buffalo working at 9 to 5. Now I'm really going to show you how I can do it in a different perspective now.
Mm-hmm.
Make this make sense. That's the door opener right there. And I'm opening another door for you. Go to the evenrushnetwork.com. Email your music to him. He'll put you on rotation for free. That door
DJ is Queen B.
Yeah, go to DJ Queen B right now. Google DJ Queen B. Go down the rabbit hole. Okay? Throw a little offering in the cash app. Y'all, I'm gonna drop you 20 because you that's how it works. That's walking in the door. That's walking in the door.
We have to get out this handout mentality. We got to get out this mentality that you deserve. Like, what do you deserve? What have you proved to the universe? Because if you deserved it, the universe would have gave it to you. If you did the work that you're supposed to do, trust and believe the universe is going to give it to you. But if the universe ain't gave it to you, why are you expecting BSF to give it to you?
Yeah, right. You know, that's you know what I'm saying? Like that's the part that they don't understand in Buffalo. I'm talking about Buffalo artists. Every single one of y'all that said y'all rap, sing, choreography, all that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll put my whole Air Force One on your neck. Right now, that's the door opener. When Griselda pushed, he said he knocked the hinges off that bitch. And they did.
Wasn't nobody checking for Buffalo before them?
Right.
That's the only thing they had to do is be the example. Everything else that it is up to you to do. I see Street Soprano out here doing this thing. I see Winter Peace out here doing this thing. I see Jay Skis out here doing their thing. I see Rick Hyde out here doing his thing. And Rick Hyde, poor Rick Hyde, trying to put people on in Buffalo. I talked to him on his life. He can't even get no music from. It's like, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, he opened the door. Matter of fact, Rick Hyde, and that's opened the door. He opened the door, the back window, the bathroom window. It came back and opened the attic window. And the basement, it wasn't no windows in the basement. He just kicked in the brick wall to make a window for y'all. And y'all still don't want to drop $100 to win $1,000 for a competition, then you can still network with the
know.
people around. Come on, make this shit make sense.
It don't make sense. I'm done. I'm done with y'all. Can't tell me you're an artist. No, this a hobby. It's a hobby. I'm sorry. I tried to support, and I love my city of Buffalo. And there are some dope artists out here, but you got to stay consistent. I had to step on my own neck with this podcasting thing and stay consistent just to see the numbers start to build. Like, I can't say I want something, but then want somebody to give it to me. Not willing to work for it, not willing to invest in it. It does it make sense. You got to show the universe that you're serious. You got to show the universe that you're serious.
Right. And also, too, everybody that have a song with Benny the Butcher, they have a song with Conway, we have a song with any form of celebrity, you know what I'm saying? And you're not making at least $1,000 a month off that song. I don't care if it's merch. I don't care if it's video streams. I don't care if it. And listen, I would get before the threshold in this business. You know how much money I was making in streams a month before the threshold, before all this stuff was going on with the Spotify and all that? I was averaging over $115 a month just off streaming.
Just off streams, not even And people look at that $115 and be like, "Oh, that's not a lot of money." Yes, it is. If you ain't got it, it's a lot. That's something that can pay a bill. That can pay for your overhead.
Yeah, you know
make it make sense.
Nobody can say they made that much money in streaming per month. That's just an average. The most I ever made in a month was $387 off streaming. That's just Spotify. That ain't counting Apple. I ain't counting YouTube. That's just Spotify. I did that on my platform. Not working a 9 to 5. Okay? Y'all can't tell me nothing that I have not done yet. You know what I mean? So I feel what Conway's saying. Let's cook some more.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I didn't put you on. They gotta kick the door off the end.
Right. You know what they want you to do a whole day.
Shit.
You go here, go show.
And it's disappointing to me, man, because I'm a nigga, dog, that I did this shit for the city, not for me, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
you know, I'm older, nigga. I've been going it's about like I said, my son doing music, my nephew doing it, like it's niggas, you know, the next new wave, bro. They let this shit just die out with just Griselda. Conway, West Side.
And that's what they did, Conway. They let it die out. Because I said this last year. Y'all go back into the rabbit hole and get these receipts. I said this. I said this is the last year that Buffalo's going to have a chance to get put on. It's 2025. That door is just about to be closed.
They looking elsewhere. You see, I'm all in the 615 looking. All in Nashville looking at the talent. Like, man.
Yeah. We had our turn. All y'all rappers. I ain't talking about the hip-hop heads. All you rappers let that door close. But the hip-hop heads are still moving. M80, DJ Optimus Prime, Tony Boy, Jamal Gasol. You know what I'm saying? I keep with these hip-hop heads are still making bread and still moving. Can I keep going? Joker the Overlook MC, Bars Banger, still eating off of what we do. Without doing no marketing. Not doing nothing, I still get a check. So imagine if I was still not doing the podcast, not doing this, not doing closing, and just do music. Imagine where I'd be at. Off of the work ethic. Yeah. Come on, make this make sense, Buffalo.
Like Gun and Benny. Like that's come on, man. That happens already in the city before. Rick James. Nobody else came after all the greatness and shit Rick James did. Ain't nobody else turned up from the time.
Niggas don't want to put that kind
you know
of
what?
in.
Yo, real talk.
The majority of these niggas be wanting the motherfucking handout, and they want
that part, bigger nigga. That part.
Because a lot of these niggas just be hustling. That's why I be like, yo.
That part. Right there. He hit the nail on the head. Right there. But at the end of the day, they want to hate on what I got going on. Y'all want to hate on what Winter Peace got going on. You don't want to hate on what Caleb Bishop got going on. Y'all want to keep hating on all these people. Moving. Yeah, I mean that's actually moving in their own space. is being successful in their own space, independently, DIYing, doing what they doing. But y'all want to hate on it because the fact is that y'all don't understand the business. You can't get mad at something that you don't understand. How you get mad at something you don't understand?
Don't hate, participate, Big Mike said.
Right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? A
You
lot of
know
people
your worth. He said, know your worth, people.
Right.
And people will know your worth.
That part. Then it get the part that people say, oh, that person owed me money and all that. Understand the concept of the business. Because you're not in the machine yet to be entitled to get a check. If I put on an event right now, it's not guaranteed that I'm going to make money. We just going to give it a shot. And we're going to market it as best as we can. And we're going to promote it as best we can. And we're going to make it do what it do. If we invested $300 and we only made $150, we gave it a shot. And we take an L, keep moving. That's part of the business. Welcome to the business. You're going to see more L's than you see W's. If you can't handle it, if you can't handle a loss, you can't handle 10 losses in a row, go ahead and work at UPS.
Oof.
This is not made for you. This is not designed for you. Your cloth is too thin. You can't handle this business. All this damn excuses and all that. Y'all get on my nerves with that. You get a handout. I'm not asking for no handout. People ask me, oh, why you ain't do a track with Conway? You know what I'm saying? Because my bag ain't big enough. Because I do want to support my brother. He got bills to pay. He has a son too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he want a feature for 2,000. I don't got it, but when I get it, I'll drop it. And by the time I get the 2,000, the price went up. Guess what? I got to keep on grinding. Because why? I respect people's worth. I'm not going to down them and get mad. Oh, he charged this much. No, that's the price.
The price is the price.
You know what I'm saying?
They done did all of them years of work. Like, no, y'all. Please stop thinking like that. Please stop thinking like that. I'm telling you, get in your own way when you think that somebody's supposed to hand you anything.
Right.
Anything. I don't want nobody to hand me anything. I want to be able to maintain that thing. So let me go through my process and just open the door.
That's it. You know what I mean? And guess what? And then when you get mad because there's person that price, now you mad. Now you want to hate. Now you're going to stop supporting them. Why? Because more you support him and show love, he or she might listen, bro. I know I said 2,000 last time. Guess what? I'm in Buffalo this week. I'm in the giving spirit. You got the track, it's on me. You'll be surprised when that happens. XJ Exodus. Building relationship, being there, supporting, keep doing his thing. He got a track with 38 Special, and he got a track with Conway.
Yeah. Look, Big Mike said the grind is what makes your city stronger. It does, man.
Right.
I love seeing the grind. I love seeing people out here grinding at all levels. Like I follow Conway. I follow, him out and about. Like I see him on tour. He's still out there grinding. Like he ain't sat down. Like y'all think just because you got to be able to maintain it.
You got to maintain it. You got to keep putting work. He got a payroll to get up every week. He have a team he got to pay. He got to get these meetings. You know what I mean? He got to make decisions. He got to be safe. I mean, you can't keep going. Like, come on. Like, no, he's not going to. The handout, like he said, he knocked the hinges off that joint for us to walk through it. When the walk through it comes with a budget and some money.
Yeah.
Not your skills. Not your skills. Not how you rap. Not how nice you is. Trust me, it's not. It's not. You know what I mean? Because right now, me, to be honest, in the top 100 right now, 90% of that's trash to me. But they know how to maintain that thing, and they know how to maneuver it to the machine to where people that like that. So that's why I say there's no such thing as trash music, even though it is trash music. Does that make sense? You feel me? So I could take somebody that make a song right now. Okay, what the name of it is? It could be called Oodles and Noodles and Water. But it's a marketplace for that, though.
Why I heard a beat. Oodles and noodles and water. Oodles and
noodles and water. That joint to go platinum. That joint might be all about us. If you market it right.
Big Mike said Buffalo is an untapped city of talent. Bring it out, bring it out.
Yep,
Hey, bring it out,
right.
bring it out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But we still putting the city on off of in our community because I'm in the boom bap community. If you want to know what we do, you want to know what Cool Ties the Gate doing. You want to know what Jamal Gasol is doing out of Buffalo. You want to know what the Joker's doing. You want to know what Bars Banger is doing. You want to know. I keep going. You want to know what Tony Boy is doing. You want to know what Jay Exodus is doing. Go into the boom bap temporary hip hop community. Get into that lane.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't want to know what that lane is, go on my inbox. I'll give you the lane so you can go walk through it.
Man, I came across.
Yeah. John Jiggs is in our community.
I came across a post that I've never even heard this song that Mark Lee had put up. I just want to play a little clip of it just to give you guys an idea of what the talent looks like in Buffalo. And I'm like, man, where is this music at? Like, I want to hear this. This joint was fire. It was Vocero on here, Mark Lee. I just want to play a little bit of it.
Okay, that's cool.
We got the recipe, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Yo, let me talk my talk for a minute, God. One time, please let me talk. Hey, yo, it's all pressure. I thrive more in the real tension. They meal pitching and scrape with the skill missing. I'm built different, stone face, your true gander. Till lights flash from blue steel, Zoolander. I can take it to where no man net. A foreign land where it's only stronger survival. You don't land back. Get both hands wrapped, holding on that. Go ahead, black. Your food mine. I'm here to die. Your bro man back. Lay your man's flat. When I came in, this all he injured. MCs make them bleed. I'm hardly injured. They all stalling. I'm all starring and y'all starting. Pause that. Spare me the ball. Your bro calling. All catch up till they laid on that long stretcher.
Yeah, no.
The God LeBron edger. Want a feature when I'm all paid up. And for that line before that, just think about it, cause it's all made up.
See, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do, making them uncomfortable. Drop a couple babies, taking weight, never lacking, no, it's short to you. Death to the tweets, make it audible. My new head game crazy. I take it personal, and personally, I got a verse for any chick that come for me. Anybody want a piece? Come to doctor surgery. Street is my canvas, ink is they arteries. Keep pushing the lifestyle, peace and prosperity. Be you. Cause I'm loving me, and don't be shooting shots, cause I be dunking B. I beautifully and humbly accept the fact that I'm a beast. These hands will be the reason I'm banned from TV. Bye.
Nah. Yo, that's that FTF shit. Feed the fam. Representing for the 716. Put your hands up one time. Hey. Word around the jungle is the sound of some savages. Going gorillas until you get your banana split. Smell what I'm cooking, this mic is too hot for grabbing it. Go and I get you some upplements that can handle it most. Cracking jokes, but I'm cracking yolks and they scrambling. Ain't even mad at these fucking busters who rambling. Ain't even mad at these bitches for being scandalous. Remain a G with a plan of feeding his family. Now, the block getting money shit is definite. Bring it back to the block that I'm benefit. Westside Gun and Conway sign with Eminem. It's time that someone put Buffalo on the map again. No, time for actors. We Buffalo those activists don't care for the cost. I'm all in it like Kaepernick was. This ain't no game, but if it was, you rock from the kickoff out. Fuck the freestyle till I break my dick off, bitch.
My dad told me have my on before it's night out. Candle waxing matches when the city cut them lights out. Trying to join a team, but they support me back and try out. And now I'm off the bitch, she got the nerve to call a timeout. Stay on my DMs talking about you trying to promote me, man. That infomercial BS don't turn me on remotely. I still got this Italian on my back like Yoshi for them nosebleeds. I'm coming out my shell, Master Roshi, just stop it. Ain't it like a broke boy to show up with that nonsense. Oh boy, 4 coins left in your wallet won't do it for the step. Sure for the profit. Living in the past and at the least been nostalgic. You don't want no smoke, blunt on papers. Last man I let cross me, use olive oil and praise. Don't nibble on the fruits of my labor, cause I waited that you can't hold beef with a tuck away.
Man, what? Buffalo stand up.
Yeah,
what?
we have the talent all day long. The longer they get that mentality that the doors is already open and the hinge is about to get screwed back on. You know what I mean? The screw's about to get turned back on, man. Now what they going to do next? What's next? We have this platform. We have Green League's media platform that's made for that stuff right there. It's made for that.
made for that. Like, that is my passion, y'all. Like, our Friday show is geared to the music. Like that. When I saw that this morning, I'm getting ready, and I'm like, man, Markley, like, where is this music at? Where is this music? This is that beat. Dun, dun, dun,
but that beat. I understand that beat came from Nori. You know what I'm saying? That's a mixtape vibe.
That sounds like a Nori beat.
No, Nori got that. It's called Band from TV, and they had Jadakiss on there, Cameron, Big Pun, all that on that track. But they did it in their version. That's fire. That's that mixtape vibe that people want to bring back. But it's hard to in the digital world because you're using other people's beats and it get flagged. But you can still bring that back to the underground, like that underground coming back to where there's nothing you ain't gonna be able to find this on the internet. Like that wave is coming back in the boom bap community right now. You know what I mean? Because I see a lot of rappers doing that now in my community, but they're doing snippets like that, like they're doing right now, like that. They're doing that, but that's that new wave coming them back up probably in the next couple of years. So they ahead of their time right now. Like really, they're bringing it back. You know, so that's fire. You know what I mean? But I know we got a couple more minutes, but I want to cook a little bit more with Conway, and then we're gonna go ahead and close it out.
You got it, bro. I'm gonna eat my apple.
Yeah, I want to close that with because he got a little more to say, and you got to hear from the horse's mouth of Conway, who broke down. He said he broke the hinges down for Buffalo, and nobody's walking through after 10 years. What did that tell you?
But you know what? Even if you gave them an opportunity,
I don't even want to deal with nobody with that mentality. Like on business wise, I don't even want to listen to your song or do nothing because you already from the start. You design. I just can't relate to that.
Right.
I'm just my mentality. I don't want nobody to put me on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wouldn't have felt fulfilled. Like, if somebody put me on and respond, I put the nigga on. I gave the nigga, I'm paying for this. I did this. I did. Like, nah, dog. Let me motherfucking live and die with my fucking grind and decisions and what I'm doing in this shit, nigga, my way, nigga. Because if it work out, guess what? It's gonna feel so much more sweeter.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
And why would nobody?
He said some real stuff in this interview.
So a nigga wanted a nigga to put me on. You already got it wrong already, my nigga.
Yeah, you got it wrong already. I'm gonna leave. That's the part I wanted to just say right there. He said it. He said it. You know, no, I put my own self on. When I did this podcast, I put my own self on. I gave the gems in the skin, the tools, the Vet Green. She put her own self on.
Period.
You know what I mean? I gave the tools to help marketing and all that to Even Rush Network. He put himself on. I'll put myself on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always in my inbox want me to manage because they want a handout. No, the management comes with knowing marketing because you will have to do your own marketing strategy on your own platform. Nobody can do that for you. Now, all these companies are saying this and that, do this and that. No, they took a content and marketed for you to get people to go to your platform, but it's up to you to maintain the platform to keep them there.
Period.
And that's the part where a lot of artists mess up at, not just in Buffalo, that's a worldwide thing. I can maintain any platform I want, anytime, and I did it in front of y'all too many times. I got 12 monthly listeners on Spotify. I could go back tomorrow, maintain that for 30 days, and get 10K. I get to maintain that bad boy in 2 months and get 150K. I can maintain that bad boy in a year and get $1 million. I know I can because I know my audience and I know what I need to be doing. And that's another problem y'all have. Y'all don't know who y'all talking to in the music. Yeah.
Tyler Truth talked a little bit about that also. I went back and listened to that interview and cleaning up the music too. He talked about in that interview that we did. Make sure y'all check out the interview that I did with Tyler Truth yesterday. It aired on Green Links World Entertainment. They're talking Grammys and stuff like that. There's nobody that I sent his music to that did not love it. That sound that he has is different. A couple of people was like, man, he's probably going to get a Grammy. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Tyler on that stage in the next.
You know why they say that? You know why they say that? Mm-hmm. I'm going to say this live here too. You know what I mean? You clip this too. That 2 years in a row in the Grammys, 50% of the winners were independent artists. 2 years in a row. They're predicting the next Grammys next year is going to be 80-20. So there's no excuses for you not to get a Grammy. All you got to do is register under the Grammy Academy. Go to GrammyAcademy.com or .org or Google that and go ahead and fill that paperwork out as an artist. Put in your information, and you could be eligible for a Grammy because they're going to follow down that rabbit hole. So every time you come up with music that year, that's going to be going right into the rabbit hole what you got going on. They're going to go to your IPI. They're going to go to your publishing. They're going to go through all your analytics and what you got going on. And it's possible you can get nominated for a Grammy now as a DIY.
Well, let's as we are getting up out of here, I just want to encourage everybody to have a wonderful day on purpose. I put Long Road in the chamber. You want to play a little bit of that as we are leaving out? What are you leaving the listeners with, bro? We'll be back on Saturday, 10 a.m.
Yeah, 10 a.m. Yeah, don't forget to show up tomorrow, Sunday. You know, it's a Brag On Me podcast. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be bragging on some people, man. You know what I'm saying? DJ Nick, you know what I'm saying? And later on that day, I will be bragging on Betty Houdini. And if you want to get bragged on, put into the comments on YouTube only. Put in the comments, hashtag brag on me right now on this show or any other show. Put in that hashtag right now and subscribe first. If you ain't subscribed, then I'm gonna talk to Vet Green the Queen. Yo, is this person unsubscribing? If not, we can't brag on them. Y'all got to be in part of the family. Y'all got to be part of the family. Y'all got to go ahead and subscribe, and y'all got to click on that bell too, so y'all get notification when every time we on and every time she posts up the amazing, uplifting reels that keep me moving every morning, and also keep y'all moving too. Stay positive, energy, because the world's crazy right now. We need to go ahead and a little bit of positive things, that Vet Green the Queen be bringing to the table every morning. So yeah,
Appreciate that. More to come, y'all. More to come. Definitely going to be building up, jamming with Vet Green. Just got to load those videos. Send in your videos. Send in your music so you can see us jamming to your music. We really do care here. Don't think that we are just bashing Buffalo or any other independent person. We just care, and we know that it takes work to get where you want to get. If you aren't willing to do the work, just say you're doing it as a hobby. That's all.
That's okay. That's cool too. It's good for your mental health too. That's cool.
It really is good for your mental health when you admit to yourself, I don't really want to do the work. I don't really want to do the work.
Just want to do the music. It's music for me to listen to. I ain't worried about nobody listening. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. This is good for me. It's medicine for me. I got to keep going. I got to make sure I'm good. I respect that. I know a lot of people that write for their mental health. I know a lot of people that just write poetry for their mental health. I know people that got a journal for their mental health. Like, there's a lot of things that you can do for your mental health that's cool, and you don't have to, it could be just made for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is a thought, bro. So this is Long Road. This is Tyler Truth, Long Road, everybody. Make sure y'all go out and stream this young man. He is doing phenomenal. And big shout out to his manager. I love how he built a team just like us. We the three amigos over here. We got our team over at Green, Links, Joker, and Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
They call me Tyler Truth, the city country boy. Why is that? Let me tell you. So I grew up on the south side of Chicago, Illinois. The Wild Hunters. Yeah. And when I was 17, I moved out to Indiana, the real country. So, city country boy. It's been a long road coming where I'm from. Wasn't on a farm, still I got it out the mud. Yeah, I had to run it one time for the rack. When the city boy, that's where my heart's at. It's been a long road coming where I'm from. Wasn't on a farm, still I got it out the mud. Yeah, I had to run it one time for the rack. When the city boy, that's where my heart's at. Yeah, I grew up in the city running wild. On the corner with my boys selling pound after pound. Wasn't worried about the law, we was trying to get rich. Like college football, every play had a pitch. Just young and dumb, trying to be men. Didn't know the meaning of the word back then. Always in some trouble, wasn't worried about rules. Honestly surprised I even made it through school. We stayed racked up on the block with the strap tucked. Fire marshal bill, show you something if you act up. Burning down trees, Smokey Bear would be mad. Young and wild probably was the best time I ever had. It's been a long road coming where I'm from. Wasn't on the farm, still I got it out the mud. Yeah, I had to run it one time for the rack. Any city boy, yeah, that's where my heart's at. It's been a long road coming where I'm from. Wasn't on the farm, still I got it out the mud. Yeah, I had to run it one time for the rack. Any city boy, yeah, that's where my heart's at. Ran from my city, throw it up, we did it from out of the mud, they counting up a million, they calling me Billy, it feel kinda strange, I came in the game and created a lane, and now I'm on top of the world, feeling like a King Martin, had a dream, so that oh my God, got me feeling like Obi-Wan, from the bottom to living life with the star, yeah, we finally made it, not famous, but I'm making my name, yeah, getting paid, yeah, going state to state, yeah, got them screaming my name, man, good to know they love the music, cause I love it too, cause I don't do it for the money, I do it for you, it's what I love, it's in my blood, and that's the honest truth, I stopped producing, get to writing, then I hit the booth. I get my blood, sweat, and my tears in every song I do. So if you out here chasing dreams, this one is for you. It's been a long road coming where I'm from. Wasn't on the farm, still I got it out the mud. Yeah, I had to run it one time for the rack. Any city boy, yeah, that's where my heart's at. It's been a long road coming where I'm from. Wasn't on the farm, still I got it out the mud. Yeah, I had to run it one time for the rack. When the city boy, yeah, that's where my heart's at.